It's so wonderful here, really. Guys, every time I visit places like this in Chile, I really feel myself alive and so happy. Words cannot explain. Hey guys, welcome back to Evgeny's YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about lots of things that I wanted to share with you for quite a time now. First and primarily we're going to talk about how I managed to stay happy being a foreigner living here in Chile, and maybe if you are already living somewhere abroad or you want to immigrate to another country, this video might help you just to like shift your brain in a way or get yourself like more connected with the people like I am and that sort of way. So I think it's going to be a pretty interesting video, and I want to really share lots of things with you. So I have made myself a bullet point list so as not to forget the most crucial point that I want to share with you. And of course, first of all, like moving to Chile flipped my world upside down. Guys, you know, when you're living as a foreigner abroad in a foreign country like I live in Chile now, your world obviously it's like turns upside down. I've been living here for 3.5 years. I immigrated from Russia, if you guys know it, if you watched my previous videos, and of course it was like it was a crazy experience. And first thing I'd like to mention is that loneliness. Well, let's start with that topic. It's very interesting. When you're living abroad, though you are surrounded by people all the time, but still you will be feeling lonely sometimes. And it's inevitable. You can't escape it. Yeah, you have all these people surrounding you, but still you are not in the environment where you were born. And there is always a foreign element to it. Of course, more years pass by, more time you spend in the foreign country. Guys, there is a boat floating with people. Very beautiful shot. I'm going to shoot right now, and then I'll pull it here. You'll see, so beautiful. So I guess in editing you gotta see this now. Very beautiful sunset today, you see? Like emergency or fisherman boat, something like that. So done. So yeah, you gotta feel lonely. I mean, you will feel lonely every now and then, because you feel that you don't belong to this new country like 100%. No, right now, of course, I feel myself that I belong here like really 1000%. But one thing is our desire, and another thing is like the ritual, I mean, the actual fact, the actual situation, the actual people you're surrounded by. I know it's kind of hard to express all my thoughts now in my head, but sometimes you like feel that you're not in your home country, and of course this might provoke loneliness, though with years passing by I tend to feel loneliness less and less. I almost don't feel it now, or quite rarely, but this thing can happen, and I always realize, I'm aware of that this is the part of the journey when you're living abroad as an immigrant, as a foreigner. Identity crisis. That's the thing I wanted to talk to you guys for such a long time, really. I have been asking myself, especially for the last 2 years, I guess, who am I? Who am I? Like a Jackie Chan movie, if you remember. That was called Who Am I? I mean, really, who am I? I am a guy who immigrated from Russia to Chile. Even with the languages regard, it's kind of hard to feel my own identity. I use 3 languages all day long, every day. So I use English, obviously, for my Evgeny's Hobby YouTube channel. When I am having some business conversations with my editor team, which I hire sometimes, though I make editing for my videos almost myself all the time, or when I am speaking with my thumbnail designer, yeah, and like other people that participate in creating this content sometimes help me. Of course, with all my business correspondence, writing, talking on the phone, all this in English, and I write everything in English these days. I'm journaling in English, I read in English, everything in English. Then Spanish. Of course, Spanish. We are in Chile. Look, it's beautiful. And yeah, I contact with Chilean people all the time, every day. And of course, I need to speak Spanish. Yo necesito hablar español porque es muy importante y muy bonito, por supuesto. Yeah, it's very necessary, very wonderful to speak Spanish and to be able to do that, to get yourself communicate more with people, with locals here. And of course, I tend to expand my network of acquaintances each and every day. And of course, I use Spanish in my everyday life all day long also. And then Russian, of course, I use it with my mom, I use it with my friends, especially on the phone, who still live in Russia and in other countries. Many of my friends have immigrated to different countries. I think I'm the only one who lives in Latin America. Not the only one, but it's a pretty far place from Europe, and there are, I think, few of us who live here. The majority have moved to some parts of Europe and Asia. Some people moved to the United States, but yeah, I don't think that's the majority. The minority migrated to Americas in the past years. The minority the minority of people migrated to Americas and the majority to Europe and Asia, different countries. So yeah, with my friends, with my old friends, I use Russian, of course. And you know, it's kind of crazy to be able to speak so many languages. Also, actually, I speak French, though I don't practice it these days, because you really have this identity crisis. I don't even understand now in what language I think, what language do I use when I'm sleeping, what dreams do I dream in, what language, I cannot tell you. And sometimes I realize that I start thinking in Spanish or in English, not always in Russian. So it's really kind of crazy. And this identity crisis has also lots to do with my occupation here. Here I'm doing my Evgeny's Hobby YouTube channel. I didn't know what to do here in Chile in the first place, in the first years. I'm an actor, guys, as you know, probably, if you follow me for quite a time, if you've been following me. So, but I don't get cast all the time, so it's kind of a rare thing to happen to me these days. I don't have lots of projects here, and though actually I don't apply for many castings. Now I'm pretty selective. I either want to get filmed in some, let's call them not very good films or productions. So that's why I decided to actually open my own production, my own Evgeny's Hobby YouTube channel, to show you this wonderful country. Not only this one, but also other beautiful countries in Latin America. My life here, cinematic travel vlogs, music-driven videos, short films, everything, guys, that after watching it you like feel yourself happy, or at least filled and energized with positive vibes that I really tend to. Guys, my phone just slept. I'll be right back. Crazy. Guys, my phone just slipped away from the rock and fell all the way down there. And I don't know how it didn't turn out to be in the ocean. Something saved me. I think the glass hasn't been broken that badly, but yeah, that's what actually can happen when you're making these kind of videos on the rocks near the ocean. Crazy. So, getting back to the topic, I didn't know what to do, how to find myself, how to like discover my new identity, and that's why Evgeny's Heartbeat actually was born. Because of sort of a searching within my own self, within me, exploring my inner parts, dealing with my own identity crisis. Who am I here? Who am I? A writer, an actor, explorer, a Russian guy who has YouTube channel in English, living in Chile, crazy. Lots of things have been going around my head, and that's why I decided to have something on my own. This place, Evgeny's Heartbeat, is a cozy place for me. It's not like place where I escape from the world. No, it's like, more probably it's the place where I show you the world through my own eyes. It's like how I feel the nature and how I feel this world through my own lenses, through my eyes. You can really enjoy the world, see that it's beautiful, and that you can be happy and find happiness actually anywhere in the world. That's where I'm going to actually in this video. So there have been lots of problems, and somehow I managed to find happiness here. And it's really interesting in a way that you gotta build yourself sort of a core foundation for yourself. That's what I did, I guess. I realized that I'm gonna be staying here for the next years, at least. I need to get accustomed to the locals, to the nature, to this wonderful country. I need to immerse myself fully into this environment and to take the best from it, to energize myself with these best positive vibes that I can find here. And this is the absolutely magnificent place for inspiration. Look, this wonderful sea, birds flying, seagulls here, pelicans, ocean, sometimes very like aggressive. Pacific Ocean, they say it's one of the most aggressive oceans in the world, or the most aggressive. But now, today, it's a pretty calm. And you capture all these moments, you enjoy them. And when I told myself that I'm going to be connected with this place, I'm ready to, like, I don't know if it's too serious word to say. It's like I'm going to settle down here for many years, at least, due to many reasons, personal, financial, family reasons. Due to so many stuff that happened to me in the last years, I decided that no, I'm going to stick to this place. I'm going to settle down here for the at least next couple of years, and let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to like fully immerse myself into these landscapes, into this culture, into this wonderful country of Chile, and the fruits that I receive from it is incredible. Now I have my channel, I have you guys, wonderful people, I get so many more acquaintances, I like learn Spanish, and really I found, while dealing with my identity crisis, I found my new personality, which is called Evgeny's Heartbeat. And guys, that's the recipe actually to stay happy. If you want to immigrate to another country, if you are already living somewhere abroad and you feel yourself lonely, you feel this identity crisis, you feel these language barriers, because sometimes I still like don't get some jokes, I'm gonna tell you this one funny story to conclude this video for today. When I actually came here more than 3 years ago, I wanted to rent a scooter, so I found this shop online where they offered services for renting scooters or motorcycles, and I wrote to this manager of this shop, which turned out to be the boss of the shop, the owner. I wrote to them the text like, I want to know where it's possible for me to rent a scooter. And I put this text in English into Google Translate for it to translate me into Spanish. And I don't know what the heck happened, but goddamn Google Translator translated it so bad in Spanish, it translated something like, me gustaría saber cuándo yo podría arrendar un scooter gratis. The key word here, gratis. ¿Cachai? Can you imagine that? So the translator translated the text like, I would like to know when and where I am able to get your scooters from you free of charge. Can you hear it? Free of charge. So it's like I asked the owner when he can provide you with scooters free, completely free, without any paying options. Can you imagine that? And the guy, he responded me sarcastically and with a little bit of aggression. It wasn't a pretty pleasant answer from him. So he wrote me something like, man, you know what? Write yourself a letter and send it to the Santa Claus, and maybe one day Santa Claus, on receiving your letter, maybe he would provide you with free scooters. So only in the world of Santa Claus and the world of magic, scooters and motorcycles for free exist. I was so embarrassed. I apologized, of course, explained to him that, listen, man, Google translate something completely wrong. Of course, I didn't like ask you to give me scooters for free. It's like crazy, es locura. Well, it's crazy. Can't you see this? And I tried to explain this to him, but he actually refused to understand it. He thought that I was like now joking with him and didn't take his words seriously. Pretty strange situation. I remember I wrote him again after 6 months, and he like told me that like for me scooters are never available. Crazy story, absurd. Now I have my own motorcycle, so I don't have this problem. But still, this can happen. And these language barriers, this thing when sometimes you still don't get a joke, sometimes you may be like misunderstood or misinterpreted. And you misinterpret, you misunderstand some words sometimes, but it's okay. I actually like trying to find something funny in this and enjoy all the conversations I have, and that's the recipe, guys. If you're watching this video, if you're living abroad, or if you want to immigrate, if you have been brave enough to leave your own country and start living in another place, this is my recipe. After 3.5 years of experience of living as a foreigner, as an expat in Chile, I can tell you that just embrace yourself, embrace all the environment that you are surrounded by. Nature, people, culture, everything, language. Put yourself inside, immerse yourself, accept yourself, and the world, life, will give you so many wonderful gifts. It will show you that this life is so beautiful, it's incredible, and you can find really joy anywhere in the world. Yeah, I understand completely that not so many places in the world that have such wonderful views like Chile has, but Chile also has some its own problems. I mean, for a foreigner like me, when you live in a country like this, you also encounter some problems, some obstacles, and you have to deal with it. You have to learn to deal with that. So there is no ideal country, there is no ideal place in the world, but you can build the world that fits you, that's good for you, and the world where you can be happy. So guys, that's the point of this video today. I want to show you through my own lens, through my own eyes, that the happiness is really within your hands. all it takes is just for you to accept new reality, learn to live in it, and accept life the way it is, and start enjoying it to the maximum, to the 100%. So, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was kind of interesting and even useful. As I've been telling in my previous vlogs and videos, that if I manage to make yourself feel happy just at least 1% more than you felt yourself before you start watching one of these videos, you make my day. I am the most happy person in the world. If you like this channel, my video, subscribe to it, please hit thumbs up, comment something, write me a few words. I'm always eager to reading your wonderful comments. Love you all, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being with me. And I'll see you in our next video, probably next week. And it was a wonderful conversation to have with you today. Love you all. Take care.